Hey everybody, and welcome back to Heroes Arms. Last time, we began our adventure to defeat the evil Gordzak, and we even completed our first dungeon. This time, we're going to be doing a little bit of exploring and even make our way to the second dungeon. This game has a lot of places to explore, and even if it's not a dungeon, it's still worth exploring. There's plenty of treasure to be had. I did a little bit of the exploring off camera just so I could determine where we'd have to go. So what we want to do is head down here, take a left, and yep, right here. We head to the left of the castle, the first dungeon. With our sword, we can chop down these bushes, which we couldn't do with our stick. And the cave should be right up here. Somewhere. Could be to the left a bit more. It's been a little while. I don't plan on uploading an episode each day, but I want to keep up with a steady upload schedule. Here we go. So, first things first, we have to clear the room. A lot easier now that we have a stable weapon and a pretty high attack power, all things considered. That up here, unlike the other bats, this three-eyed bat will shoot fireballs, which our shield cannot block, since it's a magic projectile. So we want to be careful. And kind of... There we go. Get him in a corner and attack him when he isn't charging a fireball. You don't have to complete these extra caves to finish the game, but you'll typically find something worthwhile that will reward you for exploring. So it's always worth it. And I don't want to spoil anything, but I believe due to conditions later on in the game, it won't be possible to explore these caves later. So you might as well get it while you can. Still don't like those rock-throwing rats too much. It's really hard to get close to them when there's two of them. Melee characters like that, you can kind of juggle backwards. I'm not too worried about health because food, meat sticks, healing items drop fairly often. And if I die, I'll just get sent back to the start of the dungeon. Or cave, rather. What's in here? 50 gold. So here, we have a kind of a shop, which doesn't have a lot for us. We have Magic Burst, which will raise our magic by 1 unit, which I might hold off on. It would be nice to get about 1,000 more gold, no, 500 more gold to get this experience. So, what's our magic right now? It is level 3. I think I might come back here in a little bit when I have a little bit more money. Just know that if you have enough money to buy something from the shop right now, you're absolutely free to do so. The reason I want to hold off on leveling up my magic right now is because it takes more and more experience to level up each skill. So if I wait, I'll get more value out of it rather than using it now. Kind of like saving a rare candy for a level 99 Pokemon. Oop. That's fine. I was trying to get out of the dungeon anyways. So, something else of note, which if you really want to rack up some money, for one, these bushes, as you can see, have plenty of coins in them. Got just about 100 coins out of those alone. But heading off down here, we should find ourselves at a unique, I guess, grinding spot. There isn't a ton here. I think there might be a chest I passed over. But this is a wide open area, and here we have a healing statue. It won't restore your magic, but if I take damage and come here, full restore every single time you interact with the statue. So if you want to just keep on fighting enemies to grind up a bunch of gold, there's not a bad place. There's even a couple bushes, which I personally think have a better drop rate for items and food than monsters and enemies do. But that might just be me. I don't think there's anything in this area, but I'm going to explore real quick. And we got to level up. Raise our attack whenever we have the opportunity to. Up here, just a bunch of spiders. But we can go down there, which will connect us to the point where we started our adventure. No, I don't believe there's anything else of note here. Just know that if you're kind of low on health, you can come here and heal up anytime you need to. So the only other area I haven't shown on camera yet would be right here. Nope. Have we been here? We haven't been up here exactly. I know we haven't been through here because you can't break these bushes with a stick. But now that we have a sword, we can break them down and explore over here. I don't think this stone is anything of note. I could be wrong. There's plenty of secrets in this game that I probably don't know about. Berserk like to focus on fun rather than anything else for the game. I think that's what games should be. Yep, I think that's everything. So going through here, we'll make it back to the house where we started our journey. And we have a healing and mana restoring statue right here. So, with that done, we'll head back to that cave later. But let's make our way to the second dungeon, so we can at least map it out. When in doubt, if you ever feel lost, try exploring around a little bit and see what you discover. Once you fill out your map, you can kind of get a feel for the area and know where to go. So here, we can't get down because there's no staircase to this ledge. But with our sword, and with tons of money in these bushes, we can get close to this lever, but we still can't hit it. So using our boomerangs, we lower a staircase down onto this deserty area. I want to say beach, but I don't think there's any water around here. And off we go. There is an item that I'll get later on that will really help with fighting these guys. But until then, we kind of have to make do. Invisible wall here. You can't go up through there. Let's just have a look around. These areas are a bit larger than the other ones, so really give it a good look before you move on. Here we have a Band-Aid, our first of I guess, auto-restore items. Whenever our health is low, it'll automatically restore us, I think, back to full health. I think you can only carry 9 at a time, if memory serves correctly, so don't worry about stocking up on them too much. You'll find plenty out in the wild. You can see up to the left of the Band-Aid, there is another item, and I don't remember what it's called off the top of my head, but you'd be right in assuming that it will restore your magic to full if it ever runs out. So down here, we can explore down south even more, which I think is what we'll do. You can see on the map the blue cross, and that means that there's a statue on this map that can restore our magic to full. I want to try and find that before we move on. I believe the next dungeon is to the left, actually. But I don't want to get there just yet, because I think there's another cave that we can explore. We came from the right, so left or down are our only options. The statue has to, yep, right here. Kind of in the northern part of this area. My only complaint with this game, and I think it's just me, is I prefer to use the arrow keys in C and X for my attack and magic, which hurts my right hand a little bit because I'm used to moving with WASD. And I can move with WASD and then attack with N and use M for magic, which I think I will try, but it keeps my hands kind of close together, which I'm not sure if I like too much. Not really much that can be done, just a minor complaint with the controls that I guess my hand just isn't used to having to move. Normally my right hand is for my mouse. Here we do have another cave, but we kind of have to fight our way up with that, so let's see what we can do. Before we go up there, yeah, we're blocked off there. So we're going to want to take this nice and slow. It isn't too bad when it's a linear path, when they don't really have anywhere to go but up. There we have a chest. The cave should be around here somewhere. Right there. Two chests, actually. What do we got? 50 more coins? We're almost to the point where I can go buy that experience booster. And another band-aid. Alright, let's see what's in here. Bunch of bats like earlier. Not too bad. Rock-throwing rats. Every enemy has a name, and I'll go through the bestiary at some point, but I'm not too worried about it right now. I want to kind of fill it out a bit before I showcase it. Another band-aid. Like I said, don't feel inclined to buy too many from shops because you'll find plenty, but now I'm almost obligated to not die since I have some items that will heal me. Here we have a magic booster, or restorer, I don't know what to call it. Magic restoring statue. Some zombie rats. Health back to full. Zombie rats are not hard to deal with at all, as long as you take your time. Sometimes that gets a little bit annoying, but now here we have to be a little bit more careful. I might go for the... There we go. Now with our attack, we can kill those guys in one hit, which is really nice. And here we have a grand old chest in the center, so let's clear the room and see what's in there. A better shield, the round shield. It's made of steel, so it can block fireballs and magic projectiles. So that's nice. That was worth exploring. I decided to head back to that first cave and pick up a power elixir, the one that we saw earlier, now that I have enough money for it. I know that I can afford the magic burst, but I don't really want to buy that quite yet. And with that, I leveled up my health earlier, so let's level up our attack again. Oh, and our magic. Now, I believe you can buy that power elixir as much as you want. I'm not sure exactly, because I bought one, but she still is offering it. So, I'm not really sure. Nope, we'll hold off. Because I think you can only buy the magic burst once. Back here in the main town, if you want a more constructive way to spend your money, or if you have as much as I do, you can head to this shop right here. And these items are a bit pricey for us right now, but we can buy this metal armor, which will reduce the damage taken in battle. I've been taking a lot of damage and dying a lot, so that might help out. With that settled, back down here near the mana restoring statue, off to the left, I missed a chest earlier, which contains 50 coins inside. So, with all that set, I think it's time we move on to get to the second dungeon, which should be right around here. I can check the map, and it's not, there's no icon on my map, so there isn't the entrance to the dungeon here, but there might still be some chests laying around, so let's explore for a bit. Heading up here. My adventurer senses tell me that there's something guarded up here. How many enemies there are. That or just the path to the next area. Which, probably the second. Nope. Could be something off to the right. I'll check it out later. And right here, we have the second dungeon. Let's clear the enemies in the front. And there we go. So, I think actually I'm gonna leave it off here. Next time, we're gonna go take on the second dungeon and continue our adventure to defeat the evil Gordzak. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later.